reason why we use this particular structure here is that we're going to import a class. Okay, so the class is a combination then of data and methods that provide the framework for the object that we want. Okay, and then from this class, we're going. I'm sorry. So from this module, the module then from a Python point of view, the module then is the overarching package, if you will. So then from that package or module, we're going to import the specific class. And the class is what contains the data and the functions that we're interested in. And we can go a little bit further and say as, which is an alias. The option of being able to define an alias. So we're going to call that DT for short. So that's the same as getting the class of DT. So in this case here, wake up, backspace, period, go to sleep. Wake up, period, press period, go to sleep. Okay, so at this point, you see this is where the now comes from, but we have all these different options. Okay, so each one of these that are in purple are methods, okay, or functions. But from an object-oriented point of view, they are methods that we have access to. And if we scroll down this list, then you see there are lots of various methods and that we have access to, including things that will allow us to get the actual time. Which again, yeah, you're right that we didn't need the time in this assignment, but nevertheless, we don't do things in programming typically to restrict ourselves, but to maximize the number of benefits that we can possibly get out of the code. So don't think in that kind of mindset that you want to minimize, what you have access to, and just for a particular program. Because if somebody else comes behind you, right, that wants to add another, they want to add a time to your program, after you've long left the maintenance of that program. You see, so that's why we use this sort of structure. So give that some consideration. I hope this helps you.